No, I don't need it. No, no, that's all good.
All right, mic check for the cameras, mic check for press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I got one thumb, two. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2.
Check, check, sound check. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Check, check. This is the last sound check, last mic check. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike, good? Mike, you good, Mike?
Last sound check. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 4, 5, 6. Sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Say it with your chest.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? I'm gonna have to break this trick. I'm gonna have to break it.
Before we start, just remind everybody, if you look at the ground, it'll tell you where you're supposed to stand. So if you're standing and that's not you, then it's not for you. All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for being here and for your patience. As you all know, we are anticipating a severe winter storm this weekend. This is the most snow forecasted for Baltimore in about a decade. And the sleet and freezing temperatures will make next week even more challenging once the snow stops. Today, I will be officially issuing a state of emergency declaration to unlock all the tools at our disposal to tackle this storm. Our top priority at all times is the safety of Baltimore residents. I want to thank my entire cabinet for joining us, City Administrator, Councilman Jones, and Councilman Gray for being here with us as well. Every city agency is working around the clock to manage this storm, and they have been working for the last few days. Since yesterday, outreach teams have been on the ground engaging our most vulnerable residents. Road pre-treatment has already started, and we've lined up the tools that we need to manage the snow, including additional plow and salt contractors. We're in close contact with our local and partners at the state and the federal level, including to coordinate assets like Humvees and high clearance vehicles from the Maryland National Guard. I know that Governor Moore will be sharing more about the state's preparations later today. The city's Emergency Operations Center will be activated starting at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and you hear more about that from our agencies in a moment. But here are a few things that I want our residents to hear directly from me. First, stay inside. Once the storm hits, do not drive. And if you're at home and wondering who I'm talking to, I'm talking about you. Everybody. Unless you absolutely have to be out in this storm, don't. Second, we want everyone to sign up for Be More Alerts to get emergency information and storm updates. You can do that at emergency.baltimorecity.gov. You can always, as always, call 311 with any questions or if you need help. If it is an emergency, and only if it's an emergency, call 911. And always, you can visit snow.baltimorecity.gov for more information. Third, do not wait until the last minute to prepare. Make sure you have the essentials: warm clothes, extra blankets, food and water, batteries, and flashlights. Be realistic, everybody, about what you're actually going to need for the weekend. You do not need to buy a month's or a year's supply of water or milk and bread. We need everyone to be able to have those things, and we do need to take this very seriously. I want to also reiterate, management and cleanup will take time. If we get the amount of snow that we're anticipating this weekend, we're going to have everyone be patient and be very patient. We will get to you, but this will not be a storm that once the snow stops falling, that your street will see pavement within a few hours. We have to be patient and realistic, which is why it is critically important that we prepare. And last, check on your neighbors, especially those who are more vulnerable to cold weather, young people, older adults, and those with pre-existing health conditions or disability. We've unfortunately been here before, but that means that we know how to work together in tough moments. And we know that every single jurisdiction in the jurisdiction is working through this together. Again, this will be a significant storm. That does not mean panic. It means be prepared, and most of all, be smart. because we have to again remind ourselves to be patient. And we're also asking everyone to help pitch in, especially if your neighbor is unable to shovel their walkway, do it for them. If you have teens in your house, force them to keep up an age-old Baltimore tradition of going out and snowing and making a few dollars on the side. We want everyone to pitch in also on our alleys, so that as we move into next week with the temperatures that we have, that we're able to mitigate any issues that will impact our ability to collect trash and recycling. I will now turn it over to Director Henderson to begin our agency reports. Director?
Thank you, Mayor Scott. Good afternoon. My name is Joey Henderson. I'm the Director of the Office of Emergency Management. The Office of Emergency Management has been tracking this storm since early this last weekend. Currently, we are expecting upwards of 13 inches of snow with the possibility of freezing rain and sleet on Sunday. This is the greatest snowfall the city has had since probably 2016. This storm will start late Saturday night and go into possibly the early hours of Monday. Snow and ice will not be our only threat, as the mayor stated. We will have extremely cold conditions lasting all the way into next week. We will experience dangerous wind chills over the weekend with those cold conditions. OEM has been coordinated with city agencies and regional partners, including the Red Cross, MTA, BG&E, and the Maryland Department of Emergency Management. The city's Emergency Operations Center will be activated, as the mayor just stated, and will remain open until the duration of this storm. We are also activating a joint information center that will coordinate and provide critical information to the public about the storm, about preparedness measures, and about road conditions. With the amount of snow that we're expecting, we're asking everyone to stay off the roads during this storm, unless it's extremely necessary. Like the mayor said, your errand should have already been run by now before Saturday night. We will be implementing a snow emergency plan, so please pay attention to the messages that we put out about parking on our primary routes. If you must go out, and again, going out for critical means, make sure you have extra clothes, make sure you have blankets, make sure you have flashlights, jumper cables, food and water in your vehicle. Residents should continue to stay informed and listen to city communications and sign up for Be More Alert, the city's mass notification system. You can register by texting Be More Alert, all one word, to 888-777. Or, like the mayor stated, you can go to emergency.baltimorecity.gov and click on the orange banner. The city of Baltimore has been working hard to prepare for this storm. We ask that you stay safe, you stay warm, and you stay informed. And now I'll turn it over to Director Macbeth.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Director Macbeth, Baltimore City Department of Transportation. So in preparation for this weekend's storm, the Department of Transportation has already begun treating and pre-treating the city gateways with brine, which includes our bridges, hills, and overpasses along the on and off ramps of both I-83, 395, and also including I-95 and Maryland 295. This brine solution helps to prevent snow and ice from bonding to our roadway surfaces, and crews will continue to treat the roadways with brine throughout the remainder of the days. So city snow crews will activate on this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and they'll work around the clock during the duration of the storm and beyond. We'll also be using our contractor forces to assist with our snow removal efforts, and additionally, that will start on Saturday at 11 a.m. So with both city and contractor forces, we have over 700 vehicles available for our snow removal efforts throughout the city. And because of the amount of snow that we are expecting, the city will be implementing its snow emergency plan, as the mayor stated, and as such, the crews can move more efficiently. And so beginning at 12 noon on Saturday, phase 2 of the city's snow emergency plan will go into effect. So this means that all vehicles that are traveling on the city streets must be equipped with snow tires, all-weather radials or chains, and parking is restricted along designated snow emergency routes, and parking will be will be restricted along all snow emergency routes for 24 hours a day from Saturday at noon until further notice, and regardless of the times listed on the snow emergency signs along these designated routes. So vehicles that will be found parked in these snow emergency routes after 12 noon on Saturday will be ticketed and relocated to one of our locations. Residents whose vehicles have been relocated should call 311 for the relocation information of their vehicle. And to provide residents with alternative parking options, free parking will be available in 8 city-owned garages. Those 8 garages include Baltimore Street, St. Paul Street, Franklin Street, Penn Station, Caroline Street, Fleet and Eden, Little Italy, and West Street garages. And so these relocation garages, they will be open starting on Saturday from 3 p.m. through 7 p.m. on Monday, January 26th. And parking in these garages are on a first-come, first-served basis, and it is not guaranteed. And the parking times might be extended depending on the conditions and contract obligations that are for the residents, and so you should stay tuned and listening in for possible updates. Parking will also be available for residents at city schools that are equipped with parking lots, and a list of these schools can be found on our website at snow.baltimorecity.gov. And this weekend service modifications will also be in effect for the Charm City Circulator. As of Saturday, our services will end on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Services will tentatively schedule to resume on Sunday at noon, but riders should again download the Passio Go app to updated alerts and information on any of our weather-related impacts. The Harbor Connector is tentatively scheduled to begin operating on Monday at 6 a.m., but again, riders should subscribe to text alerts by texting Harbor Connector to 410-988-6601 or sign up for alerts by visiting the Harbor Connector website. As this storm progresses, power outages may occur and downed trees and power lines from freezing precipitation. So we urge everyone to take this storm very seriously and remain at home if possible. And weather and road conditions can deteriorate very quickly, and so putting safety at risk, we want you to stay safe and warm this weekend. Thank you. Up next, Commissioner Worley.
Good afternoon. During this storm, BPD staffing and deployment may be modified to prioritize emergency calls, roadway safety, and critical incidents. Officers are prepared and will be with Mayor's Office of Homeless Services to ensure our unhoused individuals get to shelter. Please make sure if you call 911 you have a true emergency, such as crashes with injuries, life-threatening situations, or crimes in progress. Please note that response times to non-emergency calls may be increased due to weather and the call volume. And this is really important. If necessary to travel, motorists should slow down, increase your following distance, and pedestrians should wear reflective or bright clothing when walking or shoveling. Please don't walk in the middle of the street. Utilize the sidewalks. Please monitor official channels for latest updates. Plan ahead, be safe, and stay warm, and I'll now turn it over to Chief Wallace from the Fire Department.
Good afternoon, I'm Chief James Wallace from the Fire Department. During this winter storm, the Baltimore City Fire Department will remain fully staffed and will respond to a wide array of emergencies citywide. Of note, we will also be deploying resources provided to us by the Maryland Army National Guard. Their mission will be to assist EMS operations. As the Commissioner said, snow and ice covered roads will affect response, so we ask residents, please only utilize 911 for those true emergencies. We would also like to highlight for our fire apparatus, we ask residents not to park their vehicles in a manner that would obstruct the movement of traffic. Just a few safety reminders. Please use heating sources safely. Keep all space heaters a minimum of 3 feet from any combustible source. Never use your ovens to heat your home, and at night, turn those space heaters off before you go to sleep. If you must use a generator, please keep it at least 20 feet from any opening of your home. And a reminder, portable kerosene heaters are illegal within the city of Baltimore. Make sure smoke and carbon monoxide alarms are working, and never run vehicles, generators, or grills inside your home or your garage. Winter storms do increase the risk of heart strain from shoveling, slip, trip, and fall injuries, as well as home fires and carbon monoxide exposure. Take breaks frequently, shovel safely, check on your neighbors, especially our senior population, and help keep hydrants clear. Please also, and I really want to emphasize this, please also treat any downed line as though it was energized. Do not approach it, call 911. The time is now. I want to re-emphasize, please test smoke alarms, gather your emergency supplies, plan for possible power outages, in some cases they may be extended, park to keep streets and hydrants clear, and as we always say, look out for one another. I'll now turn it over to Director Garbark from DPW.
Good afternoon. I'm Matt Garbark, Director of Baltimore City Department of Public Works. DPW is fully staffed, equipped, and prepared to respond to winter weather impacts across the city. Our crews will move as quickly as conditions safely allow us to address water mains, weather-related infrastructure issues, as well as trash and recycling collections. Extreme cold places significant strain on both household plumbing as well as city infrastructure. As we are planning and preparing for this forecasted storm, here is what you can all do at home to protect your house and your pipes. Let a thin stream of cold water run from a faucet during freezing temperatures. Open cabinet doors to allow warm air to circulate around your pipes. Disconnect any outdoor hoses and shut off exterior spigots. Keep bottled water on hand for temporary disruptions. Keep sidewalks, curb lines, and access points clear so that crews and equipment can move safely. This also includes alleys. Understand that some services, including street sweeping, may pause during freezing conditions for safety. Trash and recycling collections may be impacted next week. If you have any trouble getting through your alley, it is unlikely that our trash trucks will be able to get through. Our trucks will not travel on icy alleys or in alleys that are unsafe. DPW will continue providing real-time updates and service alerts through official communication channels. Residents are encouraged to follow DPW on social media and monitor their inbox for updates on trash, recycling, and weather-related service charges. For real-time updates, service alerts, and winter weather information, stay connected with DPW through local news outlets and on social media platforms. Thank you, and I will now turn it over to Recreation and Parks Director Reggie Moore.
Good afternoon. I will be here to speak and focus on specific things related to recreation and parks. In preparation for the storm, all rec and parks facilities will close effective Saturday, January 24th at 4 p.m., and that will stay closed through Sunday. In addition, with this coordination, we are working in conjunction with the American Red Cross, where we will be operating the Robert C. Marshall Recreation Center and Rita Church Recreation Center as warming shelters. In the event of an emergency, such as power outages or fires, Rec and Park will activate nearby rec centers as deemed necessary. Please, I encourage everyone to find information about those warming centers if we have to bring additionals online by visiting bcrp.baltimorecity.gov or through our social media channels at BCRP Alerts on Facebook, X, and Instagram. As it relates to our trails and parks, we will continue to remain for them to be open. But one of the things I want to stress that due to the conditions of the weather, there may be impeding conditions that will impact the trails at times where those will be closed. If you see trails that has been identified as closed, please do not plan to walk or run on those trails. Turn and go away. Thank you for that. And on our forestry teams, in preparation for the response to this storm-related impact, with any initial focus, urgent 311 requests, including downed trees, hanging limbs, and other hazards that poses immediate safety concerns. As always, during serving weather, response times may vary based on the conditions and call volume. and we appreciate the public's patience as crews prioritize these issues. I want to stress, if you see a tree down, please don't go home, grab your chainsaw, and think you can come and remove that tree. What we're asking you to do is to put that request in our 311. And as I close, I want to highlight program impacts. The floral show that's happening at Rollins Conservancy will take place today and tomorrow, but it will be closed on Sunday. Winter basketball is scheduled to be played on Saturday, but all games will conclude again at 4 p.m. Please, I encourage you, if you have information or you want to follow what's happening in rec and parks, again, visit bcrp.baltimorecity.gov or hashtag BCRP alerts. And with that, I'll turn over to Director Simmons.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ernestina Simmons, the Director for the Mayor's Office of Homeless Services. Our office is charged with serving the most vulnerable population in Baltimore City. As such, we could absolutely use your support with ensuring everyone that is outside is able to come inside. The way that we do that is by you all using 311 if you see someone experiencing homelessness. This is our way of being able to know who needs our help, and we are able to dispatch our outreach team so that they can provide people with the support and access to our shelter hotline. If you want to know what shelters we have available, please visit our website at homeless.baltimorecity.gov. We currently have outreach teams throughout the city of Baltimore right now in encampment sites on the street trying to encounter anyone that is experiencing homelessness. But as we all know, homelessness looks unique. If you know someone that is in a car, please, please, please encourage them. Call 311 so that they can know that there are resources for them to come indoors. Thank you so much. Turning it over to Dr. Taylor with Baltimore City Health Department.
Good afternoon, Dr. Michelle Taylor, Baltimore City Health Department. We've officially declared a code blue beginning this evening and ending Tuesday morning. Remember, freezing temperatures can be dangerous. It can lead to hypothermia, frostbite, heart attack, stroke, and even death. Everyday activities like shoveling snow or exercising outdoors can become risky in extreme cold. Please, please do not go out unless it is absolutely necessary. And if it becomes necessary, make sure that you are wearing all of your layers. If you have to go outside, please wear a coat, gloves, hat, and dress in layers. If you are sending those teenagers out, do the same for them so that they can make some money and help their community at the same time shoveling snow. We will have warming centers available. Please use them. If you need a warm, safe place, you can call 311 to get more information. Again, stay inside, stay warm, stay healthy, and stay safe.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dawn White. I'm the Vice President of Electric Operations for BGE. I am here with our President and CEO, Tamla Olivier. I first want to start by saying thank you to Mayor Scott and Baltimore City leadership for the opportunity to be here with you all today. It is so important and critical that we can maintain this partnership. Similar to the city, we've continued to monitor the impacts of this storm. And as you know, there's a significant amount of snow and some ice accumulation that we expect. From a BGE perspective, we've increased staffing and brought in over 100 contractors across our system. That means we'll have more crews in the field and ready to respond when outages do occur. We've upgraded and hardened our system to continue to make it more resilient when severe weather hits. But outages can still occur, especially when snow and ice accumulation on power lines and trees happen. In any given storm, fallen trees and tree limbs can cause half of our outages. That's the preliminary threat in this storm in particular. So we're strongly encouraging our customers to prepare for potential power outages in advance. There's a few key reminders that we want to share. Identify the location of outdoor gas and electric meters that can be covered during the snow. It's important to avoid damaging them during snow removal. For gas customers, keep exterior vents and natural gas appliances clear of ice and snow. Use a broom or brush to clear meters and vents. 2 emergency numbers to keep on hand. Report all downed wires to 778-2222 and stay clear of downed wires and do not touch them. If you smell gas, leave the area immediately and call 911 or 877-778-7798. Finally, if you experience an outage, report it to BGE immediately. It's been a long time since we've seen severe weather this extreme in our area. We're committed to ensuring the safety of our customers, and you can depend on us to keep your lights on and your heat warm. Please make sure that you keep us aware if you do have an issue and report it as quickly as possible. Mayor Scott, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And now we will take questions.
Any questions, please indicate. Thank you to our members in the media. Seeing no questions, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much.